Most people think that a brand is a cool logo or a catchy name and a lot of followers. But that's not a brand, that's just the surface. A real brand is what people think about when they hear your name. The trust is reason someone chooses you instead of thousands of others doing the same thing. So let me ask you something. If you had 7 days, just 1 week, to build a brand from scratch, no audience, no followers, and with zero experience, do you think you could do it? Because if you go into this with the wrong expectations, you'll quit before anything even starts working. So I decided to break it down, not theory, not motivation, but just reality. What you can actually build in 7 days, and what's completely unrealistic. All right, let's say you're starting from zero. Here's what a real 7-day brand building plan looks like. Day 1, clarity over everything. This is where most people mess up. They try to do everything: gaming, fitness, motivation, finance. And that kills your growth before it even starts. You need one clear direction. Not forever, just for now. Because clarity beats perfection. Ask yourself, what do I want to be known for? Even if it's simple like helping beginners make money online, sharing fitness tips for skinny guys, explaining things in a simple way. That's enough to start. Day 2. Who are you talking to? Here's a mistake almost nobody talks about. If you try to talk to everyone, you connect with no one. So pick one type of person. Not people, a person. For example, a 16-year-old trying to make money online. A beginner who wants to get fit but feels lost. Now your content becomes specific. And specific content builds stronger brands. Day 3. Your message. Now that you know your niche and your audience, you need a message, something simple like, I help beginners understand money. I make fitness simple. I break down complicated things. That sentence. That's your brand's backbone. Day 4. Your first content. This is where it gets real. This is where most people hesitate. They overthink. They wait. They try to be perfect. And that's exactly why they never start. Your goal here is simple. Post. That's it. Make 3 to 5 pieces of content. They won't be perfect. They might even be bad. But that's not the point. The point is movement. Because you can't improve something that doesn't exist. Day 5. Feedback, even if it's small. Now you look at what happened. Did people watch? Did they scroll? Did they like anything? Even if only 5 people saw your video, that's still data. And data is how brands improve. Day 6. Consistency when it feels pointless. This is the hardest day, because by now reality hits. No views, no comments, no growth. And your brain starts saying, this isn't working. But this is where most people fail. Not because they're bad, but because they stop too early. So you post again, even if nobody's watching. Day 7. You become real. Something shifts here. You stop feeling like you're trying something. And you start feeling like this is what I do. You start introducing yourself differently. You start thinking long-term. And that's the moment a brand actually begins. Now let's be honest. After 7 days, if you don't blow up, make money, or gain a big audience, that's completely normal. Because brands aren't built in days. They're built through repetition. Through showing up when it feels boring. Through posting when nobody is watching. That's the part nobody shows on social media. You see the results, but not the months of silence before it. What 7 days actually gives you. So if you don't get results, what's the point? Here's the truth. 7 days gives you momentum. It removes fear. It turns I want to start into I already started. And that shift, that's powerful, because once you start, you're no longer behind. Now imagine this. If you can stay consistent for 7 days, what happens in 30 or 60 days? That's when things start to change. That's when people start noticing. That's when your brand actually grows. So, can you build a brand in 7 days? Yes. But not the finished version. You build the start, the identity, the habit. And if you keep going, that small start becomes something real.